The Lunar Halo Radiance event is live in Dragonheir Silent Gods for Season 2 players, guys, and you're gonna be able to put your hand on this awesome legendary champion. Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now, do not get confused by the time that you're seeing right here. Ends in 20 days, because when I recorded this video over a week ago, from when you're seeing this video, I was on a test server. I just wanted to kind of like time the release of this video with the event in game, so it makes more sense. Basically, today we're gonna check what this hero can do. Is she OP? Is she gonna be worth it? In Season 1, we had U tier, which wasn't really a great champion. Let me just start by saying she looks absolutely amazing. I'm such a big simp for the design. I don't know, I love the shield, love the weapon, love the helmet, the armor, just generally the glow from the shield. She looks amazing, and even the ponytail looks awesome. It's just matching her so good. She has pretty good base stats as well for a legendary hero, guys, and she is a defense-based champion. Now we have quite a few awesome tanks for the Radiance element. We have a defense aura, 30% in all battles, and she is quite unique. Okay, together with Garius and other champions, she will be so good. Let me start with the passive. After the battle starts, the hero gains a stack of Blessing every 5 seconds. The Blessing gives a 3% defense and 10 resistance, okay? So she's going to be able to stack 10 of these that cannot be dispelled. So basically, she will gain 30% defense and 100 resistance in 50 seconds. When the hero's Blessing reaches 10 stacks, in 50 seconds, grants 10 stacks of Blessing to all allies. So all your team will gain after 50 seconds 30% increased defense and 100 resistance. Let me just put it like this. This will actually be so powerful for some content, including bosses. Like, if you're struggling with some bosses that debuff you a lot, you're not able to get a lot of resistance on your team, this will actually help you so much, okay? Definitely very good. Then you have the battle skill. Heals the ally with the lowest HP by 280% defense and grants defense up for 5 seconds. When this skill is cast on a target below 50% HP, healing will be increased by 30% and reduces the recharge time for the target's next battle skill by 50%, which can be very nice. Then you have the ultimate, covers the entire area with an initial recharge time of 10 seconds and complete recharge time of 16 seconds, so very good cooldown. Enhances the hero for 10 seconds, increasing all allies' healing received by 50% in the duration, and increases the hero's basic attack, dealing 300% defense radiant damage each time. When enhanced, each of the hero's basic attack grants the ally with the lowest HP with 100% defense healing and has a 100% chance of dispelling one debuff from them. So she can be a tank, but I feel like she's the ultimate support for a tank, okay? Just because she does all these amazing things and she enhances the healing on all of your team, guys, on all of the casters, basically. So that will be massive. So yeah, I do think that she's very unique. She will be very powerful in the right combo. I would have loved if she was gonna bring a decreased attack with this skill right here instead. I feel like that would have given us a lot of value, but that would make her probably too powerful, you know. And Skratch, you're asking for too many things, man. Too many things. Now, let me just quickly show you a couple of things. How I mentioned, I'm on a test server, so if you see all this grass hopping like crazy, it's not you, it's the actual game, you know. So let's go in the drilling ground. It's going to be pretty hard to take her in and try her in many different areas in the game. My point is, I want to show you how busted they will be, but busted in a good way, you know. So there we go. Plus, she's going to give you this massive increased defense aura, right? We're not even going to bring her in here. Let's actually bring in a Radiance team to deal some damage. Ignore the team. Okay, he has no gear. That doesn't matter. And I do want to show you a different thing after. So let's quickly go to find Garius. So Garius will become so powerful with her, guys, okay? Then let's bring one more in, just to have the 5-man elemental affinity, right? Who should we bring in? Let's bring him in. Does he have gear? No, he doesn't. Okay. So check this out. We're not gonna use any of her skills initially. Okay, we're gonna put that off. So I just want to show you a couple of things, and we're gonna put it on slow here. Check out the healing from Garius. Okay, 36k. Of course, he won't stack his own passive right now because he doesn't get hit. So keep that in mind as well. Once he's gonna get ready to use the ultimate again. I'm gonna use her ultimate too, just to enhance the healing before she's putting the stack of 30% increased defense on my team. So as you may see right now, we are getting close to it. So let's actually enhance the entire team, all the casters, and check out Darius's heal right now. From 36k, it's gonna go up 50%, right? Come on. Why are you guys using your skills, 54% of the healing right now, which is so damn powerful. Of course, I am using the staff on him, which will give me even a bigger shield, which can be pretty damn crazy. And once we're gonna start stacking the team, you're gonna see even better numbers. I'm actually gonna stop the ultimate on the damage dealers because they don't really matter. So let's actually spin it up a bit. There you go. 70k. You know why? Because she put a stack of 30% increased defense on the rest of the team. And not only that will help your damage dealers to stay alive, you can build them with slightly less stats overall. But look at that, especially for the Vortex, okay? Especially for the Vortex. The only problem that I have with a team like this is finding the cleanser, finding the decreased attack, So that's my main issue with a team like this for the Vortex, to use her and Darius together. But they would make such a massive shield, and if you have the stuff, if not, you'll be getting such a big healing, especially once Darius starts to stack his increased defense, right? Like, it just goes to the crazy, crazy level. I just wanted to show you a bit the numbers, okay? Because once we're gonna move into a different area where it's gonna be a bit harder for me to kind of like keep track of everything, I might miss some numbers, like I usually do. Nothing intentionally or anything like that. Let's actually drop this super free-to-play team out of there and bring in my OP squad. That's how we called it. We don't even need Gillian in here, actually. So let's actually use this. We're gonna take Gillian out. We should be able to get the job done without using Gillian. And let's just bring in Elton, because why not, okay? And it's gonna be a totally different story here. My damage dealers have no gear. I have no decreased attack whatsoever on this team either. So we're basically going in with them. I'm gonna put her defense aura 6% more, like why not? And let's crack on it. Let's crack on it with the run. Of course, we're not going to kill this boss, not anytime soon, not today probably. But there we go, enhancing the healing. Darius already gained his stack, and he just dropped in like a 100+k healing, guys. Okay, we're gonna wait and check it out again next time when it pops in, because I kind of like missed it. And once she's gonna put the stack up on our Darius, it's gonna go even crazier. So check this out. Enhance Darius healing right about now. Come on, Darius, do the job. Look at that. I gotta stop the ultimate on them too. 76k healing right there. I thought that I saw 100k before. Maybe it was only 70k. I don't know why I thought that I've seen 100k. And we have no food on either, to give us even more increased defense. Let me just stop their ultimate. The goal is not to defeat a boss with no gear. The goal is to show you how my team survives with no gear, basically, And I'm waiting for her 30% stack. There we go. Beautiful. And right now, I have that increased defense too. 125k healing, guys. 125k. 60% increased defense buff from her battle skill goes to Darius because he's getting the main damage. Then, of course, we have his own stack, which gives him 40% increased defense. Her stack, which gives them all 30% increased defense. And enhancing the healing makes this like mind-blowing, okay? Look at that. 125k healing, okay? Very, very, very nasty. And yes, probably you guys won't believe it, but my actual champions, the damage dealers, they have no gear. How you may notice, they barely scratch the boss or the actual orbs, The only two champions dealing damage here are, of course, Darius and Ardreth. Ardreth. Al dente, like the pasta, Let's quit. Let's get out of here. And let me show you a couple of different things. So statistics. Look at the healing. 940k healing in 1 minute and 19 seconds. Almost 1 million healing, guys. Like, who's gonna kill you like this, man? Who is going to kill you like this? Just tell me, because it's crazy. Absolutely crazy, okay? And yeah, if you don't believe me that we have no gear on them, check it out. Check it out. and they survived on stage 9. Now, let me show you something else in Arena, for example. I cannot do Vortex, guys, to show you for how long we're going to survive like this without gear, just because I'm only on difficulty 2, and that's going to be a bit pretty irrelevant. It's the test server, so unfortunately, I don't have the higher difficulties unlocked. But for Arena, now, I know a lot of people don't really care of Arena. Arena, mainly in this sort of games, is a bit of a pay-to-win sort of thing, you know? But overall, having a team similar with this disgusting team that I'm about to show you, my god, you know, like, yes, they can get control, they can get stunned, etc. But the healing that they will be getting in here is going to be crazy, you know, like, it's going to be so hard to kill a team like this. This is the elemental affinity this season, you know? And as long as you have a cleanser to kind of like help your champion to heal Garius and get that extra healing, a shield, get the extra stacks. This takes 50 seconds, so it's not the most accurate thing for Arena to see her passive coming in play. But just kind of like an idea, this would be so powerful. Now, I only have very weak teams in here. It's almost irrelevant to even attack them. Seems like we found one that's a bit more decent. So let's try and give them. They have no gear, so they're gonna be insta dying. Oh, they have some partial gear here. They just won't be able to do much. Of course, crowd control, it messes up your tanks and stuff, but they will be getting such a big healing and such a big shield. Look at that. Already 100k heal, you know, like, it's gonna be so busted for Arena. And the reason why I wanted to point Arena out is that at the moment, is that meta where you have tanks and some support champions at the back without having damage dealers, how I had in my run, and they can't kill you. And because they cannot kill you, they will lose the fight. You will win as a defense, and this will just make that even more powerful, you know, bring in more healers in. She will actually enable them to heal more, keep your team alive for longer. And overall, I feel like the meta that we have at the moment for Arena, which is not that great, it will become more busted, you know. I do personally think that she is a very unique champion. I like her. I love the design, how I mentioned. I think the kit is very unique, and I do think she might be worth it, honestly. Like, if you have the summons, if you are able to collect enough fragments to get her, basically you're going to need 200 of them, okay? And it's not as easy to get them, but you're gonna have the dungeons, will give you 90. That's the easiest thing to do. Then you can get 60 from summoning. This as well, you see, all the way to 60, you'll be getting 60. So if you have saved 60 Heliolite dice, or you still have time to save some, you're gonna get the 60 fragments from here, and that will leave you with 50 left. You only need to make a few teams to beat the continental bosses. This will give you 5 shards if you do 22 million on each one of the bosses. The more bosses you manage to do at 5 million, at 22 million, sorry, the more fragments you'll be getting from here. Now, because this is season 2 already, guys, even as a free-to-play, I am expecting that most of you will perform better than in season 1. So your teams will be a bit better. You'll be able to build more teams than in season 1, and you'll know what you need to do this time around, so you can actually plan ahead, prepare for it. In season 1, we actually had no idea what to expect, but this time around, I was actually able to give you all that information way ahead of time. And yeah, I think it's more achievable for free-to-play players than it was in season 1. And if you are good enough with your teams, you're going to be able maybe to only open 40 Heliolite dice and get the fragments to get her if you're getting more from the Continental Challenge. And at the same time, you will be getting a few more from the leaderboard. I think every week you can go and get up to like, let's just say here, 41 to 104. Then you can get 2, 3, 1, 4 weeks, right? So you can say you might get 10 from here, you know, if you're ranking decently. You don't need to rank in top 10 anyway. But yeah, guys, this is the Lunar Halo shop, 200 fragments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you planning to go for the hero? Are you a fan of Ardreth? Not al dente, how I said it before. And appreciate every single one of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.